California woman freaks out after seeing a male duck mate with a female duck.
Get away from her! Get away from her!
The woman climbed over a fence, screaming at the duck she thought was abusing another bird.
Stop it! God damn it, get us a net!
People around her watched from the sidelines.
As we wait on people to join in, I just want you guys to know that you're legitimately watching a woman in California freak out because two ducks are mating. I just want you to know that this is a real video.
Hesitant to intervene in the madness.
What are they just standing around?
How do you figure more ducks get made? I know.
After the clip went viral, many internet users ridiculed the woman. However, some said it was an example of why mental asylum.
Like, she literally got out in the freaking water chasing after these ducks with a net. These people vote in our country. These are the ones that are driving down the road. And more than likely, these are the ones that are standing outside of ICE facilities right now as we speak, screaming at agents, telling them to jump off the buildings, unalive themselves, blast themselves in the face, do whatever it is that they want. And they're just losing their dang minds. And by the way, it's not just people that are voting, right? It's also people who have been voted into office. Before we get to today's show, I want to let you guys know, I also dug into the Antifa homeless camp over inside of Portland, Oregon. And you're never going to guess the legitimate amount of money that the city of Portland is paying every 5 to 10 days to warn Antifa to move their stuff off the sidewalk and then bring in a cleaning crew, take out all of Antifa's trash, and then leave, and then let Antifa come back in and set up shop again. Not a joke. It is a buttload of money that's going in there. Holy frickin' cow. It is a ton of money, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to go check out over inside of New York. Remember how I told you guys last night that I was really excited about the arrest that ended up taking place over on Canal Street? Do you know why I said that? Because they did, in fact, pull a buttload of violent offenders off the street. I told you they were going to be out there, and I didn't even have to see the arrest records. I just know they're out there. And boy, oh boy, was I right. But before we get on that, just like the crazy lady, and it figures she's from California, so the person that, you know, they voted into office as governor is probably just as stupid.
We're going to be announcing another city that we're going to very shortly. It's becoming a situation of complete and total lawlessness. Look at Chicago, how bad it is. You look at Los Angeles, how bad it is.
Greg Bovino with U.S. Customs and Border Protection has been leading the effort here, following a similar role in Los Angeles.
Tonight, President Trump threatening to expand his National Guard surge in Washington, D.C.
Now the White House plans to extend its effort across 19 states.
That's your freaking California Governor Gavin Newsom's putting that out. And he also came out with another statement, and he's ticked off that Trump is actually sending troops in. We have over 100 federal agents on their way going into California to start busting down on these lowlifes.
This is right out of the dictator's handbook. Donald Trump does this over and over again. He says he's going to send in the National Guard to address uncontrollable crime rates, which are fictitious. But first, he needs to create conditions for anxiety. He needs to create the conditions that he can, quote unquote, then solve for. So what does he do? He sends out masked men. He sends out Border Patrol. He sends out ICE, creates anxiety and fear in the community so that he can lay claim to solving for that by sending in the Guard in the first place. This is no different than the arsonist putting out the fire. We need to call that out, and we cannot play his game.
He's whining, he's complaining about Trump. I'm sorry, okay? I forgot to turn the volume up, but now it's back up. I hope you guys are happy, all right? It's not low anymore. Stop complaining in the chat. I already fixed it. All right, everybody calm down. Incog Faraday coming in, gifting out 5 Speak the Truth memberships. Does it really matter what Gavin Newsom says? Anyways, I guarantee you I could go back, I can mute this entire video, and we could probably know everything that he's saying right now without even have to do it. By the way, there's also words on the screen, people. Like there's literally subtitles, for the love of God. You can read the subtitles. I'm sorry. Listen, he said that Trump is an evil dictator, probably called him a Nazi, and said that he's creating a situation that's just not there. It's not dangerous. These are not violent criminals. And he's sending in these people to provoke the situation so we can send in the National Guard. That's what he's trying to throw out there saying. And it's absolutely, completely, totally fabricated and a flat out lie. Now, ended up telling you guys that they ended up pulling violent offenders off the street over inside of New York City. Here's one of them. Look at him right here. This is one of the guys that ended up getting picked up off the street over inside of New York yesterday. Do you remember him? Do you remember this guy? This is the guy that actually assaulted Nick Shirley inside of the video. This is the one that was yelling at him, threatening him to get off the street, going off on him. Boom. Violent criminal number 1. And guess what? He has a criminal record. Pretty sure he got picked up for assault and several other things. Here's another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Dude, and another one. All of these are illegal aliens that ended up getting picked up off the street over inside of New York City yesterday. I told you when they ended up going in and busting out that gigantic freaking whatever city market illegal shop thing is. Holy freaking cow. They got him, man. They pulled him off. In a total, there was 9 previous offenders that they ended up arresting and getting off the streets that were there as illegal aliens. Now, you want to talk about some crazy stuff in New York? I see you guys talking about Nick Shirley. Don't worry. I got one of his crazy videos up from earlier. I understand that he's live right now and he's over there on the street. I want to take a look at this one from earlier, though. Show you guys how insane New York is getting. How insane New York is getting. I showed you guys earlier what the governor ended up stating on this morning's show, and now we are going to show you how the people are reacting. Watch this crap.
We got this lady hitting cars.
The lady literally just kicked the cop car within the first 5 seconds of the video.
They're fat fucking Nazis. They're abducting people from their homes and their schools and their jobs.
Here in New York City.
Oh, and by the way, her screaming, they are effing Nazis. Yeah, I saw a propaganda video earlier that they ended up putting out saying that they're literally comparing it with Anne Frank. Like, they're literally comparing what happened to Anne Frank and the Jews to illegal immigrants here in the United States of America.
ICE raid, or an HSI raid, just took place here in New York City on Canal Street. These streets are typically filled with counterfeit scammers. However, ICE or the HSI just came through here and raided and took some of the people away. And just a few days ago, a popular citizen journalist by the name of Savannah Hernandez came through here, showed what's been happening. I myself have even documented this once, as I was once attacked and my cameraman was punched by one of these illegal migrants that was selling goods illegally. And I just caught a phone call from somebody and said, you need to go run over to Canal in Chinatown to see what is taking place. And this is the aftermath of this ICE raid. A raid just took place here in Canal Street in New York City. They came in, you got HSI, looks like you might have ICE out here. And they have taken somebody. It looks like we got a whole group of protesters that just appeared out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Look at this madness. Literally pouring out of the woodwork. And I'm going to show you guys a video here in a little bit from small town USA. Shocker, it's probably near the border. Where literally people came out of the woodwork just like this to attack ICE agents. This crap is happening not just in New York City, ladies and gentlemen, but all across the country.
Look, we have people hitting cars. We got this lady hitting cars. Here we go. What the? They just raided Canal Street, and now you have a whole mob of people taking over the street. You have federal agents right here, HSI. There's a whole lot of illegal activity that takes place on Canal Street. So now everyone's pissed off. Now these federal agents are just walking down the street all by themselves. There's no car or anything. What do you think about what's going on here?
Dude, they're getting mobbed. There was just probably like 50 to 100 people that surrounded the cars and were banging on it. It's getting chaos. The agents are freaking out and pushing people out of the way. They're trying to...
There's no car. There's no cop cars here. There's no federal cars.
There's no cars. They're all on their own.
Yeah. Yep. They got out to protect the cars, to be able to get the cars and the people, likely detainees, out of there, because when they are arrested, they are in federal control or custody, and the responsibility for their personal safety falls on the police, so they got to get them out of there. Chances are all those people that they arrested on that street are taking the spots of these federal agents that are now on the street on foot and have to do the Mogadishu Mile through New York City.
Everyone's going fucking haywire.
Look at him. Look, I can't even believe what I'm seeing right now. The feds are literally all on their own right now. What do you think about what's going on here in Canal Street? New York City, what do you think about this? How do you feel about ICE coming in? Feds coming in? Any response?
Come down here no more.
Just keep yelling at the feds?
They got some for you. I don't think so. The feds come violent. That seems violent.
You got this lady yelling at this man. And there's no Fed cars to be seen right now. What raise did you guys do? Back up. Okay. You literally have all these protesters now. They're getting surrounded.
Those people aren't even protesters. They are just folks that poured out of the buildings when they saw ICE on the street arresting people. Look at them all. You got people in work clothes. You got people going to the bar. You got people just pouring onto the street because ICE ended up conducting this raid.
And there's no federal vehicles anywhere right now. We're right here outside the federal court. Now everyone's chanting, shame, shame.
Show your face! Come on, what are you scared about? What the fuck are you scared about?
Now we do have one vehicle. They have feds and they got the guns, they got the snipers, rifles. It looks like they have one vehicle. Has a pepper gun right here. Feds are trying to move down the street. Yeah, people trying to block off the streets.
Just straight shoved him down. Oh gosh. Look, man, that massive vehicle that's rolling through the street over there, that is a scary piece of machinery. I've seen that thing, like I've seen the aftermath of what happens when somebody gets sucked underneath one of those tires, and it's not pretty. It will kill them, hands down.
They have one man underneath arrest right here.
Thank you. Let's go. Support your local ice raids.
Got his ass.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. We have this arrest going on right here. This is just absolute madness.
Support your local ice raid.
What makes you so passionate about this right now?
Get the fuck out of my face!
Why?
They're fat fucking Nazis. They're abducting people from their homes and their schools and their jobs, and they know what they're doing is wrong, and they don't give a shit.
Like, the craziest part about this is one day, like 20 years from now, this woman's probably going to be a mother, and people are going to be, hey, remember that one time you went like famous for 30 seconds for screaming about Nazis with your nose ring and all your piercings and everything? Like, these people truly believe this crap deep, deep, deep down in their soul. This is what they actually believe, that they're Nazis and they're abducting people.
Because they're heartless monsters.
The people are upset. Look at it. You have feds coming through here. They got rifles. Yes, sir. I got you. They have pepper ball guns right here as well. Now they're trying to go inside of the federal court building. Right there is the federal court building. Wow. This lady just pushed the wrist. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh. Now they have just arrested the girl who I was just barely interviewing. She's underneath arrest right now.
Imagine that.
Who's here? Streets of New York City. Wow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now people are chanting ICE out of New York. How do you feel about these ICE raids taking place here in New York City?
They can go fuck themselves.
She's crying. This woman is legitimately crying because ICE is arresting illegal immigrants inside of New York. You know those violent people? That one that was like assaulting Nick and all of his little cronies that were down there on the street? Yeah, she's crying for them.
I am a grandchild and the daughter of an immigrant. I don't give a fuck. They would take me away if they could. Fuck.
Yep. Tears, man. Literal tears. Hey, by the way, I'm also a great-great-grandchild of an immigrant, and you don't hear me whining or complaining about it. I just accept the fact that you can't come to this country illegally.
Are you legal here?
Yeah, man.
And why do you have to worry?
It's not about me. I'm not worried about me at all. I'm worried about all my brothers and sisters here who are trying to be legal, who are trying to do their jobs, who are trying to work for a better life. This is not fucking okay.
It's not okay for them to enter the country illegally. It is not okay for them to enter the country illegally.
Now you have NYPD right here defending the federal building. The feds just went in. Now NYPD has stepped up. All the feds are inside. Now they've all entered into the federal building. Now you have all the protesters right here, and NYPD is right here.
Yeah, that's right, you're shaking. You gotta look at me,
I've seen you yelling at the feds. How do you feel about this?
Man, what? Come on, man. We on their ass. Sorry about my language.
Yeah, what do you mean by you're on their ass?
Bro, this the wrong place for that. This the wrong place for that.
Short ass motherfucker. Short ass motherfucker.
This guy, this skinny Asian dude in his bicycle helmet, just perking up. Like, look at him going to town, man. Just shouting. Like, you know, not a single one of these dudes would actually step up and swing if given the chance. They just sit there and get their freaking faces stomped in. Fox McCloud coming in. He says, father was a political prisoner in another country. My dad was eternally grateful to be an American citizen. My dad would approve of ICE. Outer Space says, white liberal women are the absolute worst. They are ruining this country. 1,000%. 1,000%. You know who I had the most problems with when I was in law enforcement? Drunk white liberal women. Nailed it. User. I would just be dumping the spicy sauce. They should deploy the spicy sauce. They should be watering. I like to call it watering the hippie flowers. I call it watering the hippie flowers. If you end up pulling out that giant can of freaking bear spray and you just go and hose down everybody, that's watering the hippie flowers. I think they ought to do that. User says, don't worry, Matt. We are used to it. You still are boy. Don't worry. We're used to it. You still are boy. Yeah, I'm allowed to make one dumb mistake a day, man. We've talked about that. Incock Faraday, Gift Town 5, Speak the Truth, memberships. Outer Space, anything Gavin Newsom says is garbage, 1,000%. Fox McCloud, this is what modern people call Disney adults. Yep, nailed it. And of course, got to let Incog Faraday know, yes, sir, I turned off the ads. And last one, the free account 0 says, as a New York Cityer, I am very concerned about all the people who missed the Canal Street turnoff for the Manhattan Bridge.
You're ugly as shit, too.
Now we got this guy yelling right at the police.
Shame!
Everyone's just yelling shame.
Hey, bro. That's right. Don't look at me anymore.
Shame!
Shame! Shame! Oh, shame! Shame! Oh, shame! Sorry, tough guy. I'm sorry. You must be real afraid right
now. He got in the cop's face and he told him to back up. He's like, all right. And he backed off and then he's like, okay, so now you're a tough guy.
I'd be afraid too.
Now we got these protesters going after
Lunatic liberals.
I'm sorry. You're calling these people lunatic liberals now?
Yeah, lunatic liberals here. I mean, look at these people. They don't even know what they're arguing for. It's really a shame. Most people aren't educated. Most people don't know how law enforcement functions work in this country. You know, it's a dear shame. If half these people knew what, our laws are of this country and how law enforcement acts and how they're going about this, they wouldn't be this mad. I think it's an education problem.
Right now we have 4 protesters. 3 of them have masks on. They're just yelling at the police.
Yeah, it's unexplainable to me. I don't understand it.
Do you think this is a left and right issue, or do you think it's just a law and order issue?
I think it's a law and order issue. I think people don't respect.
I think it's an education issue. It's not a law enforcement issue or a left or right issue. It's literally an education issue. Half these people think that they're not getting due process. They're being kidnapped by Nazis. It is literally an education problem. I am taking my eye on Nick. He's just walking through crowds right now.
The laws of this country, and this is the outcome of that. It's unfortunate. We should support our law enforcement and everything they do for us on a daily basis. Yeah.
Ugly as fuck too.
Why do you call him a bootlicker?
Because you give way more of a fuck about the cops than you give about the people. Fuck you, bro.
See, my point proven. Uneducated, they're just angry. It's pure emotion, zero logic from here. They don't know what they're arguing about. They have no idea.
And what are you guys arguing about with the police officers right now?
Bro, if the cops were here, I would beat your ass right now.
Really?
Jesus Christ.
See, that's a crime. See, that if I was you'd be arrested, but it's okay. I mean, that's, it is what it is.
Fuck the NYPD!
How do you feel about the feds coming through here in New York City today?
It's a little overwhelming. As you can see, people are not excited about this, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think they should deport people, especially on Canal Street where they are selling counterfeit goods illegally on the streets?
Bro, I got no comment on that. I can't comment on that, you know what I'm saying? People got to make a living somehow. I don't know. Dude. I will say this. America was built on immigrants' backs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I will say that. You know what I'm saying?
I think the raid took place today on Canal Street. There's some viral videos that took place there.
Yeah, America was built on immigrants' backs, legal immigrants' backs. Now, a lot of America has been built on illegal immigrants' backs lately, and that's half the dang problem. That's why we have cities like New York and Portland and California. Some of these places where these illegals are able to go and vote. It is mind-numbing to me that people do not understand the issues here. Sydney Vaughn says, Nick is one of my few solid ones out there. Great coverage, Matt. I could kiss you. Thank you, Sydney Vaughn. I appreciate that. Thanks, Sydney. All right, let's see here. Let me get this going on. Oh, come on. Work up. Trying to get those views or the super chats up so that I can actually see what you guys are writing. There was one that ended up coming through from, where did it go? C.R. Yetter coming in, gifting out 5 Speak the Truth memberships. P. Loudon, what are they trying to prove? They're just showing how ignorant they are and immature. Yeah, you're 100% correct. Nova Australia, this was like a really good one. She says, my grandmother taught herself English listening to the radio in houses she cleaned. She said her life began the day she got her American citizenship. Absolutely amazing. Fox McCloud, father was a political prisoner in another country. Yep. He is eternally grateful. Dude, all of those stories of people actually coming to this country legally is what makes it so great. Those are the backs in which this country was built on, not this garbage.
Just a few days ago, and then it's been known that that's a place where they do sell counterfeit goods, and it seems like the majority are from Africa, and they are undocumented illegal migrants.
Are those the ones that they locked up?
Yeah, that's who they arrested today.
Oh, man, yeah. I hate to see anybody go to jail, but
And who were the people that went to jail? Well, one of the guys was actually a person who had been featured on this channel before, and he attacked me and my cameraman as we asked him what he was selling, as he was selling stuff illegally on the streets of Canal Street.
Yo, what's up? We don't do no fucking camera. Fuck the fucking camera.
Hey.
Keep fucking pushing.
Hey.
Told you, he got arrested.
He and his gang then jumped us, and one of the men even punched my cameraman. Hey.
I will smash this bitch.
Hey.
And you won't fucking lost it.
Hey. And now that man is arrested, and he most likely will be deported back to his home country. What's your take on the raid?
Not your block anymore. Now is it?
I don't know. Honestly, they doing too much. Respectfully, everybody trying to make $1. I understand it might be illegal or whatever, but at the end of the day, people trying to make a living, and y'all coming out of nowhere.
This is one of the first ICE raids that's taking place here, HSI raid, whatever you want to call it. How do you feel about them coming into the city, the feds?
Oh no, it's terrifying. It's horrible and terrifying, honestly.
And what terrifies you as a white American citizen here?
It's for my other New Yorkers. Like, we gotta worry about everyone in the city, and
they're your New Yorkers.
This is a city of immigrants, and they belong here just as much as I do, if not more, honestly.
They belong more.
Can see you're upset about what's going on.
Very upset. I went to all these fucking protests, man. I've done so much shit.
Dude just takes the mic.
Just to stop this, and they sit here and guard them. That is why I'm mad. I'm not trying to say, fuck that guy in particular. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to say we gotta end this shit now. This shit is gonna keep rolling. This is a fucking snowball, and it's gonna keep getting bigger. When do you stop? When do you say no?
Yeah, so you're talking to NYPD right now. So
I'm talking to NYPD.
Telling them when do they stop protecting the feds?
Yes. When do they stop protecting Border Patrol? When do they stop protecting ICE? These people are snatching legal citizens. We've seen this happen. This is not a precedent that has not been set. We keep seeing these rights get fucking vanished. These are just wiped clean. Does it matter to you guys? Do you guys give a fuck about anything? We don't want to be here to piss you as an individual off. We are here to show you that this is not right. This is why you're facing resistance.
Does it concern you just because you are born and raised New Yorker and you're worried about?
No, I'm from LA.
Okay, from LA.
I'm Mexican, and I hate that my people are just being taken, legal or not. Yeah. I'm a firm believer that no human is illegal. It's just humanity.
No human is illegal. I don't know how much more of that freaking nonsense I can take, to be perfectly honest with you. Let me go over, see how Nick's doing on the street, make sure he's doing okay. Yep, he's just walking through. People are walking over. They're protesting over in the streets of Portland. Now, there's some other things I want to show you, like where all of this comes from. And I've got to lay this out for you. Hey, Matt, what is this guy's channel? That is blah, blah, blah. That is Nick Shirley. He goes by that name on the good old use of tube, Nick Shirley. So here's the problem. This is the governor of New York. Threatening to round up tenants or call ICE because of someone's national origin is a blatant discrimination. Report discrimination at NYHS Human Rights. They legitimately fined a place $55,000 against an apartment complex for displaying a poster encouraging tenants to report immigrants to ICE based on national origin. So because people are illegal living in the building and they put up a sign that said, if you think someone's illegal, you can call this number. They fine them $55,000. There is not a snowball's chance in hell that is legal. No way that's legal for New York to actually do that. And that's why you have people that are on the streets rioting and losing their minds, because you have literal communist dictators over inside of New York. There's nothing illegal about that poster. Not at all. Telling them to call ICE. That's not illegal. Nothing about that is illegal whatsoever. As a matter of fact, it's perfectly legal. That'd be like me hanging a sign that says, if you see someone get punched in the face, call the cops. If you see someone get raped, call the cops. People are breaking the law, call the cops. They are literally fining people in New York. Fining people in New York for enforcing the law, for telling law enforcement that there's illegal people there. Probably one of the most disgusting things that I've seen in a very long time is that poster right there. The fact that they fined $55,000 for somebody saying, hey, if they're illegal, you can say something. Tahoe guy stops when all the illegal immigrants are deported. Yeah, I'd agree with that statement. Starch Manning, at this point, you should just give away your do not tread on me stuff. Yep. You're going to get fined in California. Red Eye, told you his channel. And Bullet Magnet, I'm way you in the VA in Buffalo. They think I may have a tuner on my brain. Thanks, Lejeune. Bullet Magnet, I think you might need to get a CT scan, friend. I could not make out anything coherent, but I do appreciate the donation. If your name is Bullet Magnet on here, I got a feeling you might have a TBI. Let's see here. Fidelity Game becoming a brand new member of the channel, and John King, member of 4 months. Heck yeah, man. Oh, it says you're a brand new member, then it says you're a member of 4 months. That's weird. Christopher Hincliffe says America was built on pilgrims. Immigrants came later. That's actually a fact. SD6. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Sydney Vaughn again coming in. Get it. Listen, Sydney, I'm dating somebody, so you got to calm down with like all of the advances, okay? Oh, goodness. Incog Faraday. Hoschel, winner of the 2025 NGC Award. Dude, we're not even done yet. Are you ready for this? I want to show you guys a massive waste of money over inside of Portland. I dug deep into their financials today. You guys remember last night, I ended up telling you that this cleaning crew ended up showing up, wiping out the whole Antifa camp, and then they set it up just like an hour later. Well, I dug into all of their financials, and it is way worse than you actually think. Stealth Gaming come in and says, I have an update for my court appearance if you want to share it. Yeah, Stealth, we will get there here in just a little bit. First, I want to go over this portion. All right. First, we have the taxpayer cost. I've wrote on this post $120,000. Now, to bring this, like to bring gravity to the situation, since June, an average of every 5 to 10 days, you have these cleaning crews that show up to this Antifa camp over inside of Portland, and they give them a 24-hour notice in order to vacate. They pick up all their crap and they move it into the storage locker lot, which is on private property, so the city can't touch it. And then these cleaning crews show up. Right here in this one picture, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 trucks. 4 trucks. Probably 8 crew members plus the cops that are on the road. Now, how much do you think the city is actually spending per cleanup? You guys are about to lose your dang mind. And this is something that ticks me off because I know there's got to be federal funding that's going into Portland. I'm about to dig into that too. That frees up money that's going to go elsewhere, other places. One of the first cleanups I looked into, July 14th, 2025. Estimated $13,655. Listed right here on the city's website. Rapid Response BioClean 7/14/2025. Waste Disposal $13,625. City Admin General Fund. Now, I haven't been able to get this confirmed by the company yet, but I did reach out to them and ask them what their invoices were for it. This is the best that I can give when I start looking down where all of this is coming from. Let's go take a look at that situation in particular, because Kitty Davis Court actually ended up reporting on it when it ended up coming down. And if you guys want access to this information, by the way, what I ought to do is take this thread and share it with you guys so that you can go over there and take a look at it. But this is the post in which she said it was taking place. Again, you guys can take a look down here, date right down there, July 13, 2025, when she ended up doing it. Still out there on the street right after it. D. Pensider says, "Hey, Matt, I appreciate everything you do. You are a real one, brother." Thank you, D. Greatly appreciate that. So that's July 13th. And she says, less than 24 hours after the Portland police swept the illicit occupation encampment outside of the ICE facility, protesters set up a new encampment in roughly the same exact spot. An infamous violent dwarf in criminal history confronted me while I was filming. Yeah, no kidding. Of course they did. Let's keep going on, though. Let's go down. So there's that one. July 18th, 2025, $4,382. Again, this ended up getting reported here, right, on this video when they came out, and they did that.
ICE facility in South Portland showing camps have been cleared out and protesters gone. This happened in the last several hours. When our crews were there earlier in the day, we did see camps and tarps and other supplies. Well, now it's all gone. Portland police say they don't clear camps, but do provide security during these.
Yeah, you know what they did? They warned them beforehand. Before the crews show up, they get up, they pick up their stuff. That's how much money that particular incident ended up costing. No kidding. Here you go, up on your screen. Rapid Response BioClean 7/18/25, 522-600. Waste Disposal 4,328. City Admin General Fund. Pretty sure that is the appropriate one. You also see Portland. Now, it might be more than that, because every time I end up seeing these, most of the time I end up seeing these towing fees that go to the Portland Transportation Bureau or Portland Police Bureau. You end up seeing up there as well. So as we continue on and we go down just a little bit more, here's some more money that we ended up finding. July 23rd, $6,655 to clean that. It's literally taking out their trash. Literally, that's what they're doing, is they're taking out their trash. $6,655 to take out their trash. Look at this. Look at this. Garbage, $1,250. Miscellaneous services, Portland Transportation, all the way down. All that. Take all that, add all that up. That's what they're paying to have that done. Let's keep it going. Just those three cleanups I listed total $24,642. Just those three cleanups. Now, the craziest part about this is this company actually, since July, has pocketed $3,045,662.06. And that does not include the current month that we're in. We're going to be able to see these numbers and track how much the city of Portland is spending just to clean up, tell the Antifa camp to move, pick up their trash, and then move on. When I ended up taking these figures and adding them up and going and rounding about and checking all of them out, this is what it came to for just 1 month. Because again, I calculated 3, and those 3 were spaced about 5 days apart each, and being told that they average about 10 days out. Now that brings the grand total for 1 month between $24,642 to almost $50,000 just to pick up Antifa's trash off the ground in the city of Portland. If you take that and you multiply it by 4 since June all the way through September, you end up coming up with this figure right here. $98,568 to $197,136 on the high end, with a mean price of $147,852 since June just to pick up Antifa's trash. That is a metric buttload of money that the city of Portland is wasting. If you're a resident out there, you guys should most definitely be concerned about all of that crap. And by the way, the Portland City Council members, remember how I told you that they're doing dirty things and we're going to start digging into all these people? Yeah, I wasn't lying. This is Angelito Murillo. Let's listen to what she has to say.
All right, so here's what council is currently looking into. Right now, some of our offices are looking into doing a ban on ICE agents being able to mask up and not be identified. This has been a huge issue because people are getting kidnapped off of our streets, and it could be just any random guy in a mask telling you that he's a federal agent, when it could just be a kidnapper. So obviously that's a huge issue. There are folks at the congressional level that are trying to get a mask ban passed, but they might not have the votes to do it. And again, because of the supremacy clause, we are trying to look into any and all options, but that doesn't mean that we are going to be able to pass something that will actually be able to be implemented. Councillor Samir Kanal is researching policies regarding munitions and tear gas because we know that's something that is heavily impacting the health of our residents in Portland. My office has taken more of the data and surveillance privacy approach because I think that the next frontier of fighting fascism is going to be immense government surveillance. So that includes anything from license plate readers to facial recognition technology. And it would be really helpful if people who are on the ground, who are able to see some of the technology that ICE is using, if you could photograph it and send it to our offices, that's all information that we can use to try to figure out where we need to target, because it's not freely available to us, all of the tools that.
She's literally talking about targeting federal agents and enlisting the help of all of the civilians in order to make it happen. This is how bad this crap is getting. This is small town USA, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on.
We got eyes. Fuck out of here, bitch. Fuck up out of here, nigga. Fuck up out of here, nigga. Fuck up out of here. Fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, bitch. Fuck out of here, bitch. Fuck out of here, bitch. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here, nigga. The fuck out of here, bitch. Bitch ass nigga. Fuck up out of here, bitch.
The irony of this whole video is that they are literally trying to cross through the intersection, but people in that town literally ended up taking and shutting down that roadway. Now, that town is reported to be Little Village, wherever the heck that place is. You want to see more stupid people? Here's an Uber driver.
I was pulled over while working. I want this documented. This is, who are you? Who do you work for?
We're with ICE, man.
With ICE? Okay.
Yes.
But you pulled me over.
Yes, you were, he had
I'm transporting a passenger, yes.
And he had a warrant for his arrest.
And what was his name?
Yeah,
I could let you know, but you didn't even tell me his name.
We don't have to tell you.
And you almost caused me to crash.
Okay, well, we pulled you over. It's okay. Now we got him in the vehicle. All right. Thank you, man.
Okay, y'all don't even close my doors or anything. Y'all almost caused me to crash and everything. This is insane.
Let's see. Show your face.
All that face is covered.
Pat, that's an awesome question. Are they okay with surveillance on illegal citizens, but not when being used to arrest illegals? So they're okay with surveillance on legal citizens, correct? They're okay with surveillance on the feds. They're okay with surveillance on legal U.S. citizens, just not when it comes down to capturing illegal aliens that are inside of this country. You are correct, sir. That is exactly what their whole holdup and their whole problem is. As a matter of fact, people are taking this to a whole new level. Throwing air tags on ICE vehicles.
This is an Apple AirTag. What I've been doing is trying to get these on their vehicles so that way I can track where they're at and let people know before they get there. By the time we see a video on the internet, it's already too late. We got to start early. We got to send up signals, start notifying people so that nobody gets taken. So again, right now, I'm not trying to engage with them. On a side note, most of them are lazy, untrained, just freaking weirdos. But away from that, I'm not trying to fight them or engage with them. I'm trying to track them. And at least maybe if they find these on their cars, it'll scare the heck out of them and let them know that people are watching. So yeah, man, I'm headed back through Santa Ana, back through the Home Depots, man. Let's go. Let's get it, baby. United.
Going back through Santa Ana and back through the Home Depots. Now, weird. Why would ICE agents be at Home Depots? I don't know why they would ever go to Home Depots. You know, growing up in Oregon, it was really obvious to a lot of us that if you needed like cheap labor, you would go to Home Depot with a pickup truck and just tell people that you're going to give them $50 or $100 or whatever for the day, and they jump in the back of the truck. You take them over, they do the work, and that's that. And that's all illegals. And there was actually a corner over inside Portland that you could just drive up to, and like they would literally wait in a line. They would literally wait in a line, and they would take turns waiting for the next job to come up. And by the way, these people claimed that they could do anything, just FYI.
Well, this sure looks like obstruction of justice. And I know Attorney General Pam Bondi and Secretary Noem are all over this. There's really two reasons why the Democrats would release a list like this. And it's either to allow criminal illegal aliens to evade arrest, or secondly, it's to target law enforcement. We've already seen 1,000% increase in assaults against our law enforcement officers. Just 3 weeks ago, we saw a domestic terrorist attack against them out of Dallas. We're going to keep on seeing more of this if this is the Democrats' position. Well, this sure looks...
Why is she saying that? Because there is literal elected officials around this country putting together a tracker for our federal agents so that they know where they're at all times. So that you can throw it on an app, you can report them, and you can know where they're going. You just heard a city of Portland official talking about trying to get it done. I heard it coming out of Chicago. I've heard it out of New York as well. Hell, in New York, they're fining people $55,000 for posting a flyer that says call ICE if somebody is illegal inside of your building. God forbid you actually call the law enforcement inside of this country. It's amazing to me. It's like people don't understand that when you're an illegal alien, you're an illegal alien.
I mean, illegal alien is a legal term, and they're in the United States. And if they're in the country legally, they should be afraid. They should be uncomfortable. It's not okay to be in this country illegally. It's not okay to enter this country legally. It's a crime. So she simply, is ignoring what federal statute says. And look, I mean, illegal.
People are actually upset because he's calling people illegal aliens. Because they entered the country illegally and he's calling them illegal aliens. That's what people are actually upset about. This is crap that they're all complaining about. Oh my goodness. This guy right here, that's up here on your screen, Bavina. Guy followed me on X. Sir, if you're watching the program, I sent you a DM trying to get an interview.
Constitutional. How do you respond to the Chicago mayor?
Yeah, Mayor Johnson is so out of touch with his inner city. We talk with the inner city residents on a daily basis. They're glad we're there. And as far as terrorizing, if you're a criminal, illegal alien or an illegal alien, then you're going to go to jail and be deported. You have the opportunity to use the CBP Home app. Free plane ticket home and $1,000. That's not terrorizing. That's giving folks a chance to do the right thing. If they don't do the right thing, we'll arrest them. And if Mayor Johnson equates that to terrorizing, then that's his fault for, as you say, Sandra, amping up that rhetoric, which often leads to violence against law enforcement.
I totally forgot that app even exists. The CBP One app that came out underneath Biden, they ended up converting it over into CBP Home, where they can get $1,000 and a freaking free airplane ticket.
Well, that's the mayor equating to terrorism. The governor of the state of Illinois is comparing the Trump administration actions to the Holocaust. Listen here.
People have criticized me for talking about the Nazi regime. On the right, people have criticized me. It's the one I know most about because I helped to build a Holocaust museum. People's rights started getting taken away. People got accused of being immigrants. This is before the Holocaust really took place. What I'm saying is that this is how authoritarian regimes do it.
He's made this case before. He seems to be.
He's literally comparing the Holocaust to what's taking place right now inside of our country. Oh, that's a good message right there. I'm just going to take that one and just going to go ahead and pin that one up at the top of the chat. I really appreciate that. Somebody just decided, stop moving. Dang it. I can't even get the message. Stop it. Bam. I think I got it. And it's pinned up to the top of the chat so that you guys can have it. There's your phone number to call DHS, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Tall Walls 76 for sharing that.
Double, tripling down on that rhetoric. Your response?
He uses the term immigrants. An immigrant is someone that comes into this country illegally, someone that we want to come into this country. We are a country of immigrants. What he's not saying, and one of the things he does that really appeals to the weaker-minded constituents in Chicago, is he equates illegal aliens and criminal illegal aliens with those immigrants.
I can't even read your name. What is it? The free account 0 says the issue is that we have Biden on national TV telling folks to surge the border. We mostly have ourselves to blame. No, I don't think we do. I don't think we have ourselves to blame because ourselves, we're the people that are actually out here doing things correctly. I wouldn't say that it's us and our fault that we're to blame. But again, over inside of New York,
have you ever wanted to see your...
Over inside of New York, they're just exploding right now. They're going off. They're going to freaking town. Nick Shirley's over there. Let's go check in on him and see how he's doing, shall we? Let's see just how crazy New York City is getting with all this crap going on.
Yes, tried to break the camera.
Yep.
I don't know what he was so enraged about. He tried to break the camera. And then the other guy came through and just shoved me and even went after Superman.
Yeah. Good job, Superman.
We try. All for the sake of democracy and free speech and free press.
That's right. I want you guys to be safe out here. You know, just keep an eye out, be safe.
Absolutely.
Continue what you're doing.
What are those symbols?
We'll keep watching.
Those are some interesting symbols.
These guys can't even seem to find a struggle anymore.
Wow, we're setting records right now. We got a new record on the live stream. We got 36,000 people live with us right now. That's insane. Hey, God bless you. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button right now. All 37,000 of you in the live chat right now. What's up? Oh. The streets are open. The protest. Let's see what happens with these protesters.
Like, what are they accomplishing by just meandering around the streets? What are they accomplishing? They think Trump's not going to come. They think the feds are not going to surge in there. They think they're not going to get the National Guard. Is that what they want? Is just absolute chaos? You know, there's a system that we have in place to like do this, right? Like you can vote and you can change laws. You can elect certain officials. Your elected officials don't have it. So, wham.
Yeah, and you guys, the purpose of these live streams is to go up and talk to protesters, see why they're protesting for, see if they know why they're protesting, and just to give people the inside scoop and to show people on the ground. Because a lot of, like I said, no mainstream media news outlets are out here live talking to people, showing why people are protesting. And at the end of the day, each and every single one of these people has the right to free speech, has the right to come on here, speak whether they want to or not. That is their decision. We're not going to force anybody to speak if they don't want to speak. But my job here as an independent journalist is to speak with people, show things for what they are, and these live streams is one of the best ways to do it. So that way people can't say you twist the words of individuals, you can't say edit, whatnot. This is just the straight facts of the matter of what happens here at these protests and talking to people.
Ice out of New York! 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 Hey! Ice out of New York! Ice out of New York!
Oh, look at that. We got more masked defenders hiding out there on the street covered in black. Imagine that.
He says it's a warning, not a threat. Well, I'll take the warning. Thank you. Keep your eyes on that guy. We just set a record, 40,000 in the live chat right now. Holy cow. How are you doing? Successful day out here? Look at this. Outside of the federal buildings, down in the federal plaza, you have ICE out here. Or you don't have ICE out here. ICE was here yesterday, and that's what this is all about because of ICE coming into Canal Street and taking down illegal vendors, drug dealers, counterfeit sellers here in the streets of New York City.
Why is that lady with the yellow vest and the body camera following Nick around? Like, is she with him or is she just a freaking nut job? Do I need to go to New York? Is this what I need to do now? Do I just need to go out to New York? Is that something I got to do? For the love of God, man. Just got over freaking Portland. Now I got to go to New York.
Why do you call people that don't believe in the same things you believe in Nazis? I believe in law and order. I think we should respect and support our police officers. And I think the deportation of someone that is illegal, given due process.
They're deporting people with citizenships.
Really? Can you name somebody?
Yeah, God forbid Canada. They're detaining people with citizenships. They're taking them to concentration camps. Thousands of people in the concentration camps. Alligator Alcatraz, they're gone, disappeared.
What's your definition of a concentration camp?
A camp where they take people to kill them. It's literally just fascism.
And has anybody been killed?
Fascist.
They're killing people.
Where do you think they went?
Oh, God.
Where do you think they went?
Do not believe.
Give me a break, dude.
No. There's no record of that. They just disappeared. Where do you think they went?
To their home country, where they belong.
Right.
I haven't seen anything
You're
from that.
Nazi. You're a fascist.
See that? If they don't agree, then they just walk off and call you Nazi and a fascist. And there's a difference between a detention center and a concentration camp. The paramedics have arrived.
Oh, I hope they're just as good as the Portland medics.
And we have some people in black bloc over.
Nailed it, man. Too many libtards per square inch over there. Like, they just show up with black shirts with red tape on them like they're running around over inside of Ukraine. The red tape on them actually makes sense because they are acting like a bunch of communists, to be honest.
Potentially Antifa members themselves right there in black bloc. How you doing, sir?
Oh, hey,
How you
my
doing?
name's Chris.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
My name was Our Town newspaper.
Okay, cool.
And I did a story, want to interview you.
Okay, cool.
I tried to reach out to you on Twitter, but...
Yeah, I got a lot of DMs. But DM me on Twitter again. I'm live right now, so I can't give you much information. And people are yelling justice, and you just said you can't spell justice without ICE.
Yeah, you definitely can't spell justice without ICE. That's a fact.
The sign says abolish ICE.
I can't, man. I can't take it anymore. It's just libtard island out there. That's exactly what's going on. I mean, they're literally just chanting and complaining that they want ICE out of New York while they crowd the middle of a street, yelling into the middle of a circle. This doesn't accomplish anything, to be perfectly honest. Is it their right to protest? Sure. Is it their right to shut down streets? Maybe in New York and Portland and everywhere else, but in most places that have law and order, no, it's not okay to actually do that stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining me for another episode tonight of the Speak the Truth podcast. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace, love, happiness, and God bless. I am out of here.
Chinese people with the dragon.
Okay, very cool. I like the Chinese. I like the dragon. Very well done.
Thank you.
Thank you for being out here today, sir. Appreciate you. Everybody has the right to protest. Everybody has the right to speaking. That's what makes it important. What's up?
You mind if I talk to you for a minute?
We're live right now. What's going on?
So am I.